I just got back with the Hardi Ranger 550, as you can see there. And managed to get it back without any issues, thankfully. But yeah, I said I'd do a little walk around of it, and that's probably going to be the gist of it, because I haven't really took a lot of time here yet to just go around it and learn it all. But I will point out a few things. It is a 550 gallon tank, thus the 550. The tires are 28-inch tires. They're the same height as what's on the front of the Massey 5610. Just a little narrower. That is the small tire option. There is a 38-inch tire option, which I felt I didn't really need, so I didn't get that. It is a 60-foot boom, and it's still all, as you can see, it's cable tied up here, so, and all the hoses are in there somewhere, all tied up, so I'll have to wait till I can get hooked up to it and get it all untied so I can get it spread out. But yeah, hydraulic fold boom. My other one was manual. I had to get out and do everything on it. This is the there's 3 levels of the boom. This is the top level, highest level, HZ Eagle boom, I believe it's called. It's got these are hydraulic cylinders right here, which are locked. There's a lock in place right now, so it raises and lowers the boom. There is of course the hydraulic fold, which is these cylinders right here, and then this cylinder up here is the tilt of the boom. So it raises, lowers, hydraulic folds, and tilts, and it all is individually done. Thus the big hydraulic block here. So these are all solenoid valves, I assume, for the hydraulics. Here is maybe a pressure control or speed control, maybe. I really don't know. Of course, here's the control, or all the wiring, maybe a control board in there for that. Then up here, this box is the control board and wiring for the selective control valves up there. Flow meter here. I did get the rate controller. I believe it's an HC550 rate controller, which I hope's in that box in the front, because I have not opened that up yet. So this flow meter is part of that. And these valves, reason there's a pressure gauge back here with these valves is because you can calibrate the sprayer. There's a process that you can go through and calibrate your pressure on each valve. And this boom also, when you shut off a valve, it does increase the pressure on the other 2 remaining valves. It equalizes that out, so if you cut off a section, you're spraying the same pressure on the sections that are still turned on. Instead of having 1 filter like my other sprayers, we've got 1 for each section. There's 2 there and 1 right here. But anyway, this does have the rinse system. Down in there, you can see the spray nozzles around system for when you get done spraying. I think there might be something up the top there somewhere. Anyway, you can see different lines running there at the top, part of the rinse system. The big gray hose is your, I think, your bypass from your pressure or your control valves in the back. Bypasses what's not used back into the tank. Yeah, I did get back down here. I did get the triple nozzle bodies. Used when I was looking at did not have these. So when I switch, well, you got your option on these. You get to pick what you want, except for the this nozzle here. If you can see it, it's got the little holes. That's the fertilizer streamer nozzle, Quintus stream nozzle, I believe they call that. But what I elected to do was I got one normal 110 degree flat fan, and I've got one low drift fan nozzle, 110. So I'll go between these two nozzles depending on calm conditions or windy conditions, and then the fertilized nozzle. So instead of having to change them out every time, all I have to do is go around and change this. It's also got, as part of the rate controller, there's a speed sensor. You can see it, which it has come off here apparently. It's not good. I don't know what caused that, unless it wasn't tight to begin with. But anyway, there's a speed sensor there that goes right here and senses off these little pieces. The other option that I got, and it's all wrapped up here, is the induction tank. There's a lid here on top. There's a little spray nozzle thing here. I've got it tie strapped here. But anyway, put your chemicals in there. There's a measuring, I think there's a measuring gauge in there, and you turn this valve and it sucks it up in the tank, so you're not having to go up top and do it. This is a clean rinse tank, I think 4 or 5 gallons here, and then that rinse system tank is about 63 gallons, which is this tank here on the back. It's part of that rinse system. The other option it's got on is a quick fill valve here, so if you're pulling up to a tank of water or liquid nitrogen or something, you can quick fill it there with a standard banjo 2-inch quick coupler. This is your, you got agitation and probably the rinse. Yeah, agitation and rinse. Here's there's another pressure gauge, and here's your tank level. In this black bag, I think's the other part of the PTO. This box should have my monitor and rate controller and control boxes in it, and underneath all this is an Ace, oh goodness, I want to say 550, I may be quoting that wrong, but there's an Ace PTO driven pump there, and all the hydraulic hoses and control cables. So yeah, there's a handle here. This is also part of the rinse tank. There's a little handle here and a string. That goes down in the tank and operates like this thing here, which basically drains your tank out. So if you need to empty the tank completely out, then up in there's a hose for the rinse system, and here's a hose that's part of the rinse nozzle, I think. But anyway, this is the pressure regulator here, I think the main pressure regulator on that, and I believe this little thing here turns around as it's flowing, but not 100% on that. And this with the rate controller will allow me to speed up in the field too, speed up, slow down, and it's going to compensate for that. So I've never had that amenity, if you want to call it, before. This boom does have a suspension system. That's what the springs are for. So it will kind of balance itself and take shocks as you're going through the field. So that'll allow me to speed up too. It was a little rough on my other sprayer to go much over 4.5, 5 mile an hour with it in the field. This one should allow me to scoot on if I want to, although I do prefer to spray slower at low pressures. It's my personal preference. Everybody seems to have different ideas on that. That's why I've got the blue nozzles. That's the 03 nozzle. It's like, I guess, yeah, 0.03 gallons per minute at 30 or 40 psi. Look at my chart, but I forget. I think it's 40 psi. But anywho, has adjustable tongue, which my other sprayer didn't, and as I've went back and forth on tractors, I can't keep my tank level on my other sprayer, which thus messed up my tank level when I'm filling and spraying, so that was always a little bit of a pain to figure out, and finding ground level and unhooking and jacking it up and filling it up and all that stuff. But anywho, yeah, it's just a matter of getting everything undone on it now and getting a good day. Like I said, it is winterized right now, so I don't really want to mess with it just yet. We still got some freezing nights. It's been down in the 20s this week already, so I can't wait much longer because I'm going to need it in about 2-3 weeks, but I'm going to have to get it out and get some fresh, clean water in it and check for leaks and just check the whole thing out. So, yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoy the videos. I know there ain't many videos out there of this sprayer. There's some short videos out there of it, but there ain't any just good long walk-arounds like I just did. So I'll try to get some more videos of it up in action and whatnot. But yeah, this is far from a big highboy sprayer, but it's going to be as close to it as I'm going to be able to get to for a while. So anyway, it will do the job, I hope. And it should be here for a long time if nothing bad happens. But anywho, thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, whatever you like to do, and stay tuned for more. See ya. Bye.